Clipping glitch. Have you ever walked straight through a wall that clearly looked solid? Congratulations, you've just found a clipping glitch. Every object in a game has invisible boundaries that tell your character where they can and can't go. Sometimes, those boundaries fail, allowing players to pass through them. This can happen because of programming mistakes or unexpected player movements that developers never predicted. In some games, it's harmless, while in others, it lets players skip entire levels. Collision glitch. A collision glitch happens when two objects don't interact the way they're supposed to. Imagine getting trapped inside a tank, and you're stuck, unable to move or escape. Games rely on collision detection to decide what should be solid and what shouldn't. When that system fails, strange things start happening. Developers usually patch these issues after players report them, but until then, the only solution is often reloading the game or avoiding the troublesome area. Physics glitch. Physics-based game engines like Unreal Engine, Unity, and Godot make gameplay feel believable by controlling movement, gravity, and momentum. But when they misbehave, things become hilarious. A simple hanging object suddenly starts moving like it's possessed, or a tiny playground swing sends a full-sized car flying through the air. A physics glitch often happens when multiple objects collide in unexpected ways or when calculations become unstable. Developers improve these systems with updates, but no physics engine is completely perfect. T-pose glitch. If you've ever seen a game character standing perfectly still with both arms stretched straight out, you've witnessed the famous T-pose glitch. This happens when the game fails to load the correct animation, so the character returns to its default model position. While it looks funny, it's usually harmless and disappears once the animations load properly again or after restarting the game. Out of bounds glitch. Game worlds always have invisible limits. An out-of-bounds glitch lets players cross those limits and explore places they were never supposed to see. You might discover unfinished buildings, floating objects, or invisible floors that developers forgot to hide. Sometimes you even find giant empty spaces where the game stores objects waiting to appear later. These glitches usually happen through clipping or unusual movement techniques. Many developers fix them in updates, although some become famous secrets within gaming communities. Softlock. A softlock is one of the most frustrating glitches because the game still works, you just can't continue. Maybe an important door never opens, an NPC refuses to appear, or a key item disappears forever. You're not technically stuck because the game crashed. You're stuck because progress has become impossible. Reloading an earlier save usually solves the problem, which is why many experienced players save their game regularly instead of relying only on autosaves. Save corruption. Few words are more frightening to gamers than save corrupted. After spending dozens of hours completing missions and collecting rare items, the game suddenly can't read your save file anymore. This can happen because of power outages, storage failures, or software bugs. Modern games automatically create backup saves to protect players, but older games often didn't. Hardlock. A hardlock is much worse. Instead of blocking your progress, it freezes the entire game. The screen stops responding, the music gets stuck, and none of the buttons work. At that point, the only option is to force close the game or restart the console or computer. Hardlocks are usually caused by serious software errors or memory issues that the game wasn't designed to handle. Thankfully, they're much less common today than they were years ago, thanks to regular updates and better testing before release. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a comment with your idea for the next one. I'd love to hear your suggestions. See you in the next video.